Hello, I'm Frida. I have decided to make a copycat Wendy's Baconator for the kids. They requested it this afternoon, to have it this afternoon when they come home from school. So I am mixing ground lamb halal. Miramar is one of my favorite halal meat producers, suppliers. Sometimes I find turkey in these too, and I like to mix lamb and turkey because they make the best burgers, but I haven't been able to find the ground turkey for ages now. So what I'm doing is using ground lamb and ground beef mixed together for the kids. They don't ask very often, but now and then they just really want a good burger, and I help them out with that, especially when it's my little girl. She says, "Mommy, I want a Baconator." So I'm working on that for her. Let me just open. So I never mash my meat together real tight. I like to mix it loosely with a fork, because if you mash it together with your hands in the patties and you mash it together too tight, then the burgers will be tough. So I try to mix it loosely with a fork and then gently pat them together in patties, because I don't want to have this huge tough chunk of meat to serve my kids. I want them to enjoy that juicy texture of a burger. I've made a few burgers in my life, and it took a while to get the method down, but finally I did it for the sake of the kids. Oh my. Wish they would stop sending me pop-ups. There. And then I believe that Wendy's puts cheddar cheese sauce on their Baconators, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm just going to use American cheese. My kids are happy with that, so it's nice and melty and creamy too, so I think it'll work. Works fine. And then I'm going to use Miramar hickory smoked breakfast beef for bacon. That's going to be on the Baconators. For this, I don't use turkey bacon because it has a very different texture. So the kids love to eat turkey bacon for breakfast, but when it comes to the Baconator, we put something that tastes more like bacon, more like original bacon on the Baconator. There. Now, need some seasoning. It's all fluffed together. See? You can't tell where one meat stops and the other one starts. They're all mixed together loosely, like I want it. And for this, we are only going to put, for the burger, we're only going to put a little, wait, let me see. Amazing burger seasoning. Yes, I'm not going to put, sometimes when I make burgers, I just put salt and oregano. That's it. But my kids, when I make the Baconator, I put a little bit more seasoning in it because it's a little fancier. Now, I don't want to overdo it on spice. So, if I can smell that. I believe I got that from Aldi. Stone Mill. Yeah, Stone Mill, I believe, is Aldi brand. Just a little bit more. Now, thinking of putting oregano too, because I usually put oregano in my burgers. And all the kids, my nieces, and my niece and my nephews, every kid that has ever eaten my burgers love them. So I'm not going to leave out the secret ingredient, which is oregano. And I don't put a lot. I just put a little bit in it, and they just love it. So this is what the oregano I use, just Kroger brand. I don't know, maybe less than a teaspoon. And I just sprinkle that in there because it gives a little hit of something in it. But I never overdo it on that because if you overdo oregano, it can be overpowering. We don't want to overpower their Baconator experience with oregano. So I always do put some in the burgers. Now this is very loose, fluffy burger meat. So I'm going to pause you guys and wait a little bit because I want to wait till it's closer to time to pick up the kids so the burgers will still be warm when they come home to eat them. So there goes the bacon. I'm frying it next. Well, I haven't fried the burgers yet. They're still parked and waiting, but I'm going to fry the bacon first. I'm going to use these buns. They're just ordinary white buns. Normally I buy the 80-calorie buns from Kroger, but I wasn't at Kroger when I decided to buy buns, and I went with these for today. So the bacon, some of the bacon is already done. You can see it's beautiful and fried. Sometimes the slices come separate in the middle so that we get long skinny slices instead, but I don't care. It still tastes good and it still makes a good Baconator. Some people might not be too happy about that, but we just suck it up. I guess that's the word. Is just suck it up and eat it like it is. And then I'm going to make the burgers in the same griddle because I want the bacon flavor to get into the burgers as well. I'm going to turn the back one. The back burner is smaller, so I have to turn the heat higher to get done as quick as this over on this side. I'm going to wrap these up then for the kids to have. They'll be so excited when they come home and see Baconators. Now, I'm just going to smoothly make my burger patties, and I try to make them thin because they draw up a little when they cook, and I don't want them to be um, thick, real thick patties. We don't like real thick patties in our family. So, kind of like this, and I don't like to mash them together like shoe soles. I just tack them together as loose as I can and still keep them together. Because by the time they cook, they'll be nice and not cemented, but uh, firmly attached to the other particles. The particles will all be attached to each other in a nice sturdy patty. See, I just pat them together as loosely as I can because I don't want that chew so thick. Sometimes I'll mash them flat, even a little flatter after I get it in the pan. Um, this griddle was a wonderful purchase, and it works out great because when you cook for a family of 6, it's better to have larger uh, cooking utensils. And I was sort of going with the food truck theme when we moved into this house, um, and my kitchen was tiny. I used that as inspiration on pretending that I'm opening a small food truck because then when I made my purchases, it was sort of like I need big griddles because I'm I am pretending to cook in a food truck because my family is large and my kitchen is small and I want to cook a lot of food at one time. I have another griddle down here. This is not my only griddle. I have 2 of them. I got one and my mom got me the other one. So um, she found one at a yard sale. She gave it to me and I cleaned it up. Sometimes I use my extra one. So another thing about making good burger patties is not use the meat when it's still icy. Because if you do, that is another way of getting two-sole burger patties. We're not trying to put new soles on our shoes. We're trying to have a juicy burger to put in our mouth. She's starting to flip them. And I love the idea of cooking them right from the bacon grease. The extra oil goes down into this little repository at the corner. And um, I want to get that good flavor into the burgers. So I'm getting the buns ready by putting the cheese in. The burgers are nearly done. All right. The Wendy's Baconator usually has 2 patties and 2 slices of cheddar cheese, but I am not going to put 2. I'm only going to put 1, and the cheese goes on top of the burger patty, and then the bacon will go on top of that. So slices of bacon in each one. And then the kids will get some ketchup or whatever they want. The original one from Wendy's has ketchup, I think. I have 7 buns here because I have 7 patties. There were 8 buns in the package, but I didn't have enough meat to make a. Ooh. Now I'm gonna let this cool before I clean it off. Now bacon on each one. Nope. And then I'm going to wrap them all in some foil. Now they're all wrapped up except for the last one. I use these aluminum foil sheets from Dollar Tree. They come 30 in a box. And when I make burgers a little ahead of time, I wrap them in these foil wrappers because it helps to keep them warm and ready for the kids. So there it is, my stack of burgers, Baconators, and ketchup. And now I'm going to make some fries in the air fryer to go with it. So I'm going to preheat the air fryer over here. And then I'm going to cut up some russet potatoes to make fries with. However I make my fries, I usually use russet potatoes for fries because they have more starch and they get crispier. So whether you make them in the oven or in oil or in the air fryer, it doesn't matter. They get crispier because they have more starch. So the ones with less starch I use for boiling in soups and mashed potatoes and things like that because they have less starch. Alright, the russet potatoes, I left them long and I sliced them with a knife into thick fries, kind of like potato wedges. And I do leave the skin on because most of the potassium and nutrients are right under the skin, and any protein that's in a potato will be in the skin. So I believe in leaving those things on. I do have a French fry cutter and with a hand press thing, but I am not strong enough to use it, so I just use a knife. When my husband is home, he cuts the fries with the fry cutter, but I can't handle it. I just use a knife. Now I'm just going to dump them in the air fryer, and I will flip them once, at least once, if not more. Yeah, so that's how I'll do them. Maybe halfway through I'll flip them. Now, these are cooked most of the way. I'm just going to put them in maybe 10 minutes longer because I flipped them. So these are the fries. Excuse me. All done. Here's the plate with the Baconator and fries. It's going to be the kids' dinner. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.